We've all heard rumours and stories about CM Punk returning to WWE Survivor Series, and while that isn't going to happen and the WWE aren't interested, they also don't want the name CM Punk to vanish from the ether. Instead, they're doing whatever they have to do in order to ensure that people are still talking about CM Punk in the lead into Survivor Series to sell more tickets. You're joining me, Tom Colohue, to talk about CM Punk and how the WWE is using him to sell more tickets for Survivor Series and using wrestling media to do so. This is another one of my videos looking across several different sources and several different concepts to make the case that the WWE is using the media in a way that benefits them. So let's jump straight into it. CM Punk. I've got Sportskeeda to start us off. I also use Forbes, Metro, PW Torch, SE Scoops, Cage Side Seats, Bleacher Report, Sports Illustrated, and several others in this one. But I want to start with this. Did WWE spoil the return of CM Punk from their recent actions? Exploring the truth. This is a report stating that the buzz surrounding CM Punk's potential return continues among fans, fueled by hints and teases from the Stanford-based promotion. Many of these we're going to go into are not teases. To be clear, they are independent individuals trying to get a buzz and trying to create a viral moment. But some of them, I promise you, were definitely used with intention. The fan belief gained traction recently due to a comment from the USA Network's official Instagram account on one of WWE's Instagram Reels. The clip was from last week's edition of Raw and featured Shinsuke Nakamura delivering the GTS to Ricochet on the entrance ramp. Upon scrolling through the comments section, the official USA Network account, USA Network is a home of WWE Raw, commented using Punk's popular catchphrase, "Best in the world." Now, to be clear, there's a number of reasons for this. First, the person behind the USA Network's account is very, very smart and ensured that the USA Network Twitter just went viral. Very well played. Secondly, it was a reference to the GTS, but Shinsuke Nakamura is not using the go to sleep because of it being CM Punk's move. Because it isn't CM Punk's move. It originated with Kenta, who now wrestles in New Japan, who worked under a very different name in WWE, to a point that you likely don't even realise he was there, Hideo Itami. So when it comes to Kenta, he originated the GTS. CM Punk uses the move, but he was not the originator of it, and Shinsuke Nakamura, a Japanese wrestler, is using a move that is popular amongst Japanese wrestlers. USA Network, though, could not resist the opportunity. CM Punk returns to CFFC commentary and hints WWE return. So CM Punk here is feeding the rumours, not the WWE. Going through this, which is just basically a retelling of CM Punk being fired. Punk signed with CFFC in November 2018, made his commentary debut at 71. After his AEW debut, Punk showed up occasionally for the commentary, where his last appearance was in November 2022. After nearly 10 months, Punk returned, marking his first television appearance since his release. During the intro, Punk's commentary partner John Morgan commented he ran into Punk backstage and was back with cause. However, during the commentary, Punk hinted he has time on his hands for the next 2 months. Which is absolutely true. He has what's called a non-compete clause that means he cannot compete for a different wrestling promotion for 3 months after being fired by AEW. However, it's now being read as, oh, this means he'll be at Survivor Series. With his note, 2 months from now Survivor Series, wrestling fans started speculating Punk would return to WWE at Survivor Series. Adding a strong point to his comments, Survivor Series 2023 is scheduled to be hosted in Punk's hometown Chicago suburb Rosemont, Illinois. He did not state he was going to be at Survivor Series in any way, shape or form. He did not make any reference to WWE, but the headline reads, CM Punk returns to CFC commentary and hints WWE return. This is from kellnow.com. More on that shortly. Next up, we go to Forbes, and this is always a fun one. Blake Ostreicher writing that one. I'm familiar with Blake's work. Says WWE should avoid bringing back CM Punk after AEW exit. And there it is. CM Punk reference attributed to Seth Rollins. Now, there's plenty more in this. For example, prior to Punk's AEW exit, the controversial star was reportedly angling for a return to WWE, looking to reappear in his former company at Royal Rumble 2023. This is multiple reports from Fightful Select's paywall and the Wrestling Observer newsletter, which is paywall. So it's hard to confirm these reports, but they've been reportedly out there. This, of course, casts some difficulties when it comes to the world of CM Punk, because while there is a belief that lots of these hints are being dropped and that Seth Rollins was referring to something that he said in a recent promo, It does not confirm anything about CM Punk going one way or the other. This is Blake's opinion, but it's nice to see the references in here and references which actually do build a case, which I'm not seeing in any other article, stating that Punk was, based on reports, looking to return to the WWE before leaving. Then we go further. Alistair McGeorge, another person I'm familiar with, works for the Metro, says WWE dropped biggest hint yet, CM Punk is making shock return a decade after bitter exit. Let's see what the hint is. So, lots of talk about Survivor Series here. Viewers think WWE commentator Corey Graves dropped a big hint on Friday night by referencing a line linked to the voice of the voiceless from his time in Ring of Honor. While discussing this weekend's last man standing match at Fastlane between World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins and his challenger Shinsuke Nakamura, Graves teased the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was making people forget that he existed. He tried to play it down since on X, writing, "You guys really should see The Usual Suspects," which you should, apart from the fact that it has Kevin Spacey in it, so you are entitled to your own opinion there. What I will say is that it is a very good film, with some very interesting twists that you've undoubtedly seen parodied elsewhere if you haven't seen it in general. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world that he didn't exist. CM Punk is not the originator of this line. CM Punk's promo is referencing the same thing that Corey Graves is referencing. It's not a hint. It's not. However, it is another example of someone in commentary using words previously attributed to CM Punk, and it is not in any way impossible that this was fed to Corey Graves. Let's go a little bit further. PW Torch, I'm naturally very, very familiar with Wade Keller. That's taking a moment to load. I'm naturally very familiar with Wade Keller, who wrote this. I do work with PW Torch myself. Since CM Punk was fired, there has been a steady stream of cryptic hints of Punk possibly heading to WWE. PW Torch is told that as of now, WWE is not interested. We were also told that could change at any time. Thus, there's some hesitation to report anything with too bold of a headline or declaration of anything definitive or permanent. That said, our sourcing indicates Punk has been recently informed by WWE that they are not interested in him at this time. This is entirely consistent with what I've already been reporting as what has been reported since. When I reported 4 weeks ago, CM Punk wants to return to the WWE, but the WWE don't want him, that is while all of these hints are ongoing. So all of these hints are certainly building a case and selling tickets for Survivor Series, but while all of them seem to be done independently, the fact that you're seeing USA Network use it, commentary team use it beyond just wrestlers, these are literally voices of WWE. You might suggest that I'm making a voice of the voiceless crack there, and I am, so you'd be well placed to do so. Via SE Scoops, there were more CM Punk WWE teases Friday night, more breadcrumbs regarding Punk's next move. Let's see what we've got here. Friday night saw 2 more big hints that CM Punk is on his way to WWE in the near future. Punk is released, which you've seen everywhere. This is so threadbare. This week's WWE SmackDown season premiere opened with a star-studded segment featuring John Cena, Roman Reigns, and The Bloodline. Reigns approached his former rival, John Cena, and referred to him as John Boy, a name Punk used to call Cena during their days working together. Fun fact, so did Roman Reigns. This is not the first time he's referred to John Cena as John Boy. In fact, in their SummerSlam feud previously, that's just something he says to disparage John Cena. The fact that his name is John kind of leads itself into it, surely, but a lot of people are taking this as a CM Punk hint. Roman Reigns, again, the actual top champion of WWE, and someone historically not a fan of CM Punk. Someone who may well decide that they don't want to be in the WWE if CM Punk is. EssentiallySports.com says WWE drops another hint on CM Punk's rumoured return as top star uses his iconic finisher. Now, here's a debatable point, because once again, it's Shinsuke Nakamura, but you're calling him a top star. I'm not entirely sure anyone else would call him a top star if CM Punk wasn't involved. We go to Give Me Sport, publication of Louis Dangour, which I need to clarify that every time I say it. What Triple H has told WWE talent about sensational CM Punk return? I have immediate questions about this headline. What WWE talent have been told about CM Punk making a sensational return has been leaked online. Has it, though? An update has emerged regarding stories of CM Punk allegedly returning to WWE soon, including what the company's wrestlers have been told about a potential comeback. Let's see what we've got here. Remains a protestation. In the last few weeks, rumours of Punk returning. 5 paragraphs, no story. 6 paragraphs, no story. Just what other people have reported. So, our 7th paragraph. According to a fresh report from Fightful, WWE has told their talent that CM Punk will not be returning to the company. The hints dropped by talent as of late were apparently just the wrestlers working of their own accord, rather than strategically scripted lines intended to prelude his comeback. Where's the mention of Triple H? Any mention of Triple H? That's a terrible headline, tell you that. It's unlikely that Triple H and co would want to lie to their own wrestlers. Again, nobody said that Triple H was the one delivering any of this news. Your headline says what Triple H told WWE talent. No mention of Triple H in the report, and it takes you 7 paragraphs to get there. That's dodgy. At the best of times, that's dodgy. But let's see clarification. Cage Side Seats does a daily rumour roundup where they just take the biggest rumours in wrestling, stick them all together for you to check out in the morning. Rumours for the day. For what it's worth, BWE, bad star, has teased that WWE is making subtle hints at CM Punk during promos interviews on WWE television, like during the Seth Rollins interview this past Monday night. Where's the story there? Like, what is the actual report? BWE is saying, yeah, there's some hints. We've seen it. We know people are making connections. What's your headline? CM Punk hints. Fair enough. We move on then a little further to the Hindustan Times. Thought I'd use them for this one. Of course we'd welcome him. Shawn Michaels' big hint indicates CM Punk closer than ever to WWE return. I've covered this. No, it doesn't. And it's so painful watching these particular things happen because it's just not true. Shawn Michaels was asked a direct question and answered very indiscreetly. Really just basically saying, maybe, I wouldn't mind, but I don't think other people would. I always enjoyed working with Phil, always liked him. Probably why I like him myself from the same thing, blah, blah, blah. Are you kidding? When it comes to would we take him on NXT, have him on our television, are you kidding me? Of course I would. I just don't think anybody would let me. Very, very different to what's actively being reported. We go to the bastion of news next. Ringside News, feeding the speculation with a very low definition picture. CM Punk continues to drop hints about WWE return amid comeback rumours. Okay, so here's what I need. I need CM Punk himself to be dropping clear hints about a WWE return in this story. Let's see what they've got. Once again, saying what happened before. Ringside News exclusively reported CM Punk wants to create an impression of interest from WWE as he desires to make a comeback. Ringside News did not exclusively report that. 3 weeks ago, on this very channel, I exclusively reported that CM Punk wants to create an impression of interest from WWE. He reached out to assess interest, but nothing has come of it so far. Again, I reported that. As previously reported, WWE declined CM Punk's return after he initiated talks. Once again, I previously reported that. During CM Punk's appearance as a commentator, the commentator stated to Punk he may be going to another promotion. CM Punk would then directly mention November as well. What's as well? Who mentioned November? Where was there any mention of November? Didn't happen. In addition to that, Black Sabbath's War Pigs was playing in the background, which was the official song for Survivor Series last year. So you're stating that an entire company got in on this to make a hint. And to be clear, you're also stating that CM Punk has dropped a hint. He hasn't. That is not something that's happened. So to be clear, CM Punk has not dropped any hints about a return to the WWE. WWE have made references that match up with some things he's said in the past. The only actual things which you can consider to be references were made by areas like USA Network and the commentary team. Even then, you're on sketchy ground. What I will say is that at no point have the WWE squashed any of these rumours. In fact, the buzz that it's generating, the viral moments, which all of these articles are creating, is feeding the need of wrestling fans to turn on the channel for Survivor Series. This is selling Survivor Series tickets in a massive, massive way. Sports Illustrated. CM Punk in talks to return to WWE per report. So, this is when everyone started to catch up on what I've already reported. Regarding CM Punk, this is regards Dave Meltzer, there is obviously tons of talks regarding him returning. There have been rumours that it's happening, but those in WWE have only said that no deal is completed. Those close to Punk have told us that it is his intention to return, and the two sides are in talks. The WWE have not even confirmed talks. We go back then to Sportskeeda one more time, always a fun one, who report, I've got to scroll up for this, what the hell? CM Punk appears at event, possible hint about WWE return. Possible hint. Let's see what we've got. Is it fun? CM Punk is here and he may be going to our promotions, Black Sabbath's War Pigs. How many thousands of people are seeing articles detailing stuff like that? Eric Beeston, Bleacher Report. Feeding the narrative, CM Punk versus Seth Rollins is the perfect co-headliner for WWE WrestleMania 40. Because at this point, you have to respond to it. Social media's been abuzz, the rumour mill's been going wild, and Seth Rollins, from calling himself the best in the world to referring to himself as Chicago-made, there may have been too many winks and nudges for the possibility of a WWE return for the former world champion to be ignored. It's all about CM Punk, and it's not coming from CM Punk. In fact, to be clear, CM Punk himself seems busy talking through other people, as we've already discussed. If we use good old-fashioned Google AI, if I search for "Will CM Punk return to WWE?", it takes a snippet from a Sportskeeda article. Rumours currently suggest that talks with WWE and Punk have come to an end, and he isn't set to return. That is where we are. The WWE are not telling people, don't make references. They're encouraging their platform, USA Network, they're encouraging commentary team to make references. They're encouraging a wrestler to use the go to sleep, a move that was not originated by CM Punk, but which has suddenly appeared lately. There are hints and suggestions that are referring to CM Punk, but in no way are there any hints that he is returning. In fact, to my knowledge, the WWE simply aren't interested. You have to track many reports that state what's actually happening and not reports which are just based on social media buzz. It is very unfortunate that CM Punk's name is being used in this way with no intention to use him, but they are selling tickets by the bucket load because of it. If you want to know what's actually going on with CM Punk, click on the link that's currently on the screen, click on that video and it'll take you directly to it.